Open your boxes. Open your boxes. 1, 2, 3.
Yo, it's pictures from the book
This is the voice of reason. I'm baby Oprah. Voice of reason. Voice of reason. How y'all doing out here tonight? All right, y'all. Welcome to another episode of The Voice of Reason, and I have my two very special co-hosts on the show today. To my right, this is my right, I have Wreck the artist.
Alrighty, yeah.
Anything you want to share about yourself? Tell them your sign.
I'm a Scorpio, you know, the best sign ever, you know. Wreck the artist. I'm from Newark, New Jersey.
What else?
I'm a realist, you know.
You're a realist. To my left here, I got D-Boi.
It's good. It's your boy D-Boi, Aries. Right now, full-time tattoo artist. Holla at me.
Are y'all single?
Right. Yeah, I'm single.
Okay, so
Very.
we're going to get into some things, but just know that they're coming from the single man's perspective. I'm not going to lie, I think the person to my left is dealing with some heartbreak, but I'm not going to put them on blast right now. We're going to see. We're going to get into this conversation, but
You're going to keep it raw.
the reason why I got y'all two on here is because I wanted to do an episode for the men, not just for the men, but for the ladies to understand, because studies have shown that it takes men a little bit longer to mature than women. And this shit is depressing as fuck because bitches is trying to settle down and men are not maturing the way we want them to. So I want to talk about the transition to maturity for men. And for y'all, I know I follow you on Facebook. I've known you for some time. We was in the dance world. I feel like you give off a sense of maturity. I could be wrong, but I feel like you do. Dave, we knew each other since middle school. Dave, you've matured a lot, okay? And I'm just going off of the energy you bring. You've matured a lot, so I feel like you guys would be two perfect people to kind of touch on some of these things. Now, let's just get into it, because I want to talk about a lot of things. When are y'all niggas going to start maturing? How long do you think it takes the average man to mature? And what does maturity mean
Honestly,
for you?
I'd probably say 25.
25. And what would you consider, what does that maturity look like at 25?
It's just, you just looking at life just differently now. Like, you just left all the baggage. Like basically, like, from 25 and up, you just deciding whether or not you want to carry the load or you want to just say, forget it, and just worry about now is like another 5 years, 30.
Does that count for relationships or just life?
Nah, everything, just everything.
So at 25, you started looking for a wife?
You start.
No?
If you're single. But if you're not, then you just worried about, now it's just worried about long term now.
What do you say? What does maturity look like for you, and what age is that if you was to give it a number?
Maturity, I can't really give it a number because I think maturity comes from what you go through. Mm-hmm. You know, I feel like when you fed up of things that you go through, because certain people, you know, could take certain pain and certain problems and struggles. So at a certain point, some people, I'm pretty sure you could be like 23 and you could have been went through the most from 18 to 23. You like bump that. I'm ready to, you know, straighten up, mature and everything. So I think it's balanced off of the scale of what you go through. So it could be any age. It could be any age. Like you get everybody think about relationships, right? When people break up. If I break up with a girl, she's a Howard student the next day. Mm-hmm. It's like, where this come from? Why you wasn't a Howard student when you was with me? You know, because she fed up. You know, sometimes anger push you to the point of like, you know, of maturity.
Insecurity too. She could be insecure.
And that's what makes her insecure? Just
a male being a male sometimes. Because it's also social media targets a lot of female, because they are, to me, females are more active on social media. Just to socialize, period, just to see how they can keep up, basically, and keep their dude attention type shit. You feel me? But
or other dudes' attention.
That too, yeah, other dudes' attention. Because whatever he don't do.
Even though I'm not a man, this is why I have y'all two over here for the expertise. I've dated men, strictly dickly. So I feel like I've come up with my own concepts of what I feel like a lot of black men struggle with.
You said you dated men, like You got it. Like,
No, like guys with male parts. I'm not saying men as far as mature or boys. I'm just talking about. I dated men with penises. They were born with it, and I feel like black men, they go through a lot of stuff that I feel like affects their maturity process, right? So I want to ask y'all from your personal experience. One of the things I came up with, a lot of the dudes I dated didn't have a male figure in their life growing up. Single mom home and stuff like that, and I realized, I know it was one dude I used to talk to, and I always used to blame it on his mom. Like, I don't know if females could relate to this, but whenever you experience an immature man, the first thing you hear is his mama ain't raised him right, or his mother made him that way, or he's a mama's boy. But I realized a lot of the times what some of these men struggle with is the lack of knowledge on how to be a man because they haven't had anyone show them that. So how do you feel about that? And did you grow up in a single mom home?
I did. Honestly, I did.
Do you think it affected you on how?
Only because you start looking for answers from other men. Because it's really, like you said, a single parent home, and your mother can only do so much. So then you start turning towards older friends, uncles. But I mean, it's up to you to really take certain traits from what you see, though, honestly. But at that age, at a young teenage age, you just become real curious.
Right.
To me, honestly.
Do you feel like that was a setback, or was it?
Honestly, yeah, because it was a maze, though. I ain't gonna hold you. Like just me graduating from high school, college. Like right now, I'm 28. Like it wasn't. Shit wasn't easy at all. Like honestly, but I mean. Did it eventually take you to just try to figure out how to be one on your own, or did you? Honestly, me personally, I just learned how to just slow down. Just slow down, like just. Basically meaning like, is this right? Is what he do right? Is what he do right? I mean, I learned from older and younger, honestly. So, I mean, that's just me. I take it from all aspects, all ages, I mean, but you'll never know an answer. I mean, those who know it all really don't know nothing at all. That's just me though, honestly, I mean, but I'm never too old to not learn, so I'm still learning myself. I'm 28, so I'm still.
What about you? Did you? Did you grow up in a single parent home?
Nah, I grew up with my mother and my father, but my father, all I got from my father was, he talked to me a lot, but as far as like really, really raising me, he wasn't. I got all sisters. So I kind of went down my own path, of finding out what a man is, and what really led me to being a man is just being real, like not being scared of the truth, not being scared of, just being yourself. That's my thing. So, yeah, that's.
What do you think is one of the hardest lessons as we're gonna start younger, like in you trying to figure out what a man is? What was one of the hardest lessons you had to learn to kind of make that transition?
I think.
I want a story. I want to know the background. I want to know what you was wearing that day. What was the sun looking like?
I think honestly, I think the key to really becoming a man is being okay with what comes after the actions you take. Like people that do things and they can live with whatever comes after it, I feel like that's like becoming a man. That's, you handle what you gotta handle no matter what it is that come after it, the repercussions, the consequences, whatever. So me as a kid, like I started learning, like basically if I do this, I know I'm gonna get a whooping, or I know I'm gonna, this gonna happen to me. Am I okay with it? And I'm gonna live on. Like, it's not gonna stop me, but I'm gonna keep going. And once I started, doing that, it was ball game from there. It's like, why do I got a lot of people? It's like if like right now as a man, if I get put in a situation where it's like me or you, it's gonna be you. Like that's just that. And what encouraged me to be like that is I have a daughter, so now I gotta protect her. So it's like I gotta face whatever comes my way head on, because I already witnessed. Trying to go around problems, going under, like, trying to get away from, you're going to have to face it at some point. So I'm the type that's like, I'd rather face it now and get it over with, and then,
move forward. My bad. What age did you realize that, though?
What was the problem? What problem? Thank you.
Like,
You got it, because you try to swim around it. Obama that answer like, this ain't no dating show. You trying to find your wife, baby. We want to know the truth, okay? What was that moment? What did you have to dodge, and what exactly happened for you to realize this ain't doing it?
It was 19 years old when, I had my daughter. When I had my daughter, my daughter's mother, she was 3 years older than me. So it's like, when I had my daughter at 19, I'm like, I gotta. Her birthday was yesterday. She's 12 years old. Like,
wow, happy birthday, dude.
Yeah,
don't watch this show though, but happy birthday.
Right, so when I realized that,
I want to ask though, real quick, did you plan her? I had a child that wasn't planned.
No, I didn't plan her. I decided to keep her. Because I decided to keep her off of the job I had. Okay. I felt like first thing I thought about having a child, can you take care of them? Do you have the finances?
Right.
All the other stuff caught me off guard. Like, it just caught me off guard. The drama, everything caught me off guard, but the finance part, and then tying in.
I want to talk about that because I always say, like, we see women experiencing all the time. We talk about baby daddy drama. And not to put any issues on baby mamas, but I feel like men have it harder because the way this country is set up, it's a maternal country. If I say you ain't shit baby daddy, not just legally, but just mentally. Like, if I say he is an ain't shit baby daddy, the world is rocking with me and you ain't an ain't shit person. But I feel like there's no support for men and I feel more bad for them because it's like once you have, I feel like as a woman, if you have a baby by a guy, you happen to not want to be with him or y'all fall out or the relationship goes sour, you can still take that child and still, I feel like you have more control of the situation.
Right, because you're the nurturer. Right. You're the nurturer. Like, people automatically expect you to be the primary parent. Right. So, and the guy usually looked at as the one to go make the money, make the bread. So he's already away. Making money to try to survive, so we kind of got our backs against the wall. Like, it's
absolutely.
Like, or we're gonna come up short, and it's immediate consequences for us.
Yeah,
female, I don't really know the consequences of it besides the child growing up and not listening to it. Like, that's a kick in the ass. Like, other than that, a female ain't going to jail because she's not taking care of the child.
Right. Before we even get on taking care of the child, I know for me, like, before I had my child, I was just like dating. I feel like I was still in the immature process. I was in a relationship with my daughter's father, but I wasn't understanding. Yeah, we was together. I just didn't understand the seriousness of being together. I was young. I was still living with my sisters. He was living with him. So I was 27. So but I was still in the immature mindset in the sense of I wasn't looking to get married. You bring a marriage, I think that's like 30 years from now. Yeah. But after having a kid and maybe just the stuff that I feel like I grew up with as a kid, and I think a kid will want a 2-parent home, I became so insecure because it's like once things didn't really work out with me and him relationship wise, I was like, damn, like I really do want a family. Like I started wanting a family. I started wanting to be in a home and all of these things. And I wonder, do men go through that? Like just like you have a kid, did you go through that part? Like, yo, I wish it would work out. We could be one big happy family, or I wish I would have made a better decision.
I don't think that with my daughter's mother. I know the next time I have a child, I have to go through that. Like I'm gonna take being prepared way more serious. Like I don't even want to.
What about being with the person?
I don't even want to lay with a female that I can't even picture being a great mom, even if I was in a picture or not.
But that's a feeling you have after your daughter.
Yeah.
Right. I had to go through that.
Wait, who you giving a silent message to? No,
I had to go through that. I had to go through that because I wouldn't have. Like, I was 19, so I wouldn't have known to look for that. But after 12 years, you know when to not go through twice. It's some people with 5 kids and they ain't learned yet. I don't need 2.
That's not funny.
I don't need, like, for real, I don't need even 2 to get it now. One, that was enough.
Like, you bring up being 19, I really don't think it's an age factor. I don't know if it's a black thing or like a pattern. I just feel like a lot of us.
I think it's an age factor. You're dealing with a whole nother soul. Like, that's your first child at 19.
Animal.
You're young, and then it's a whole nother soul. So that's different. Like dealing with a child is a whole nother bracket of.
Right.
You could be mature as ever. You
But
still
I don't feel like you
chance
can
you won't
prepare
know
for that
what
without.
to do.
I don't feel like you could prepare for that until you have the kid. Like
Right, that's why my first time came out the way it came out. But my
I feel
second
like
time, I'm gonna be prepared, and that's gonna start from me not laying in the first place, like to even take that risk of having a child to go through these 18 or 21 years again. Because like, look, put it like this: the things I went through from 19, right now I'm 30, right? From 19 to 30, the things I went to. I'm kind of young from 19 to 30, so I could endure a lot of the little drama and everything. From if I had a baby right now, from 30 and at 12 years, I'm not going through that. I can't take that same thing, especially not twice. Like I went through it once, I can't do it twice at an older age because
you got more to lose,
right? And you're less active and like no. So
let me ask Dave, because you don't have a kid. So what do you have fear of that? What do you feel? But I mean, for you personally, I'm sure you witnessed some stuff.
Like my drama, that's cool.
But do you have a fear, or do you have any, like, what are your thoughts as far as getting to a point where you want to have kids? Because I know at our age now, a lot of people are at that stage where it's like, okay, you see people with their kids, so you be like,
I'm gonna be honest though. With me, like, I don't go off the whole zodiac thing, but I do have a temper though. That's the only thing with me. And I just try to find so many different outlets to get around, like, just pushing that. So if I could just mature enough to do that, I'm good.
What do you mean? What are your fears for? Your temper getting to the
Just
baby mama drama, or what? Like
that, and just like just trying to just basically just push that button to get that type of attention. Like basically, like, you know, females will do anything to get attention. I don't care. Like they will do anything, and they will try to like.
In a new age,
they will bring a whole group of people just to bash you in, just to be on their side. But it's just little things like that. As a man, when you can just handle that, like anything is possible to.
Just to play devil's advocate, because I'm not the only female here, I would say that a lot of times, because men don't deal with their emotions,
of course,
direct enough, females feel like they have to take other. Not even they feel like they have to. Some women don't even learn how to demand. Okay, just let's be transparent. So they certain habits of people bringing other people into the relationship or doing social media is a thing now. Like I hate seeing it, but people blasting their partners or people they used to play with, or baby daddies, baby mamas on social media. It's a thing, but it comes from honestly the core of it is lack of authentic communication, which I feel like our whole generation lack across the board. So what do you feel like as a man? Where did you, or are you still struggling when it comes to communicating with people? Or dating specifically?
You could never master communicating. To me, I feel as though it's like a teamwork. I mean, like
emotionally,
both have to want it.
Period. Like we both have to be putting all 100 in it. It can't just be 75 and 25.
Wait, I saw this meme. We talk about communication, but I heard that it's not about communication; it's comprehension, which I really agree with because we could talk all day long. But if we could talk about, you can say how you feel, I'm gonna say how I feel, you say how you feel, we be here till the sun go up. But if I don't get where the fuck you coming from and I'm trying to defend myself, you don't get where I'm coming from, you try to defend yourself, what's really going on?
I don't think it's with comprehension because at the end of the day, first of all, if you in it, if you're communicating just to try to be right, that's a problem within itself. So like it's more of the listening and the talking. Like that's like I could talk to you all day. I will like right now. If I give if my daughter was acting up, and I could talk to her all day. She only been on this earth for 12 years, so she don't know too much. So I could break down all the little tricks I learned of comprehension and everything. She might not I might put in the best examples ever. She's still not gonna get it. What I'm gonna do? That means that's not the key. No, I'm gotta keep on going. As long as I dish it, it's like when you help a homeless person. When you give them money and they be like, yo, I need something to eat. You give them money, you don't walk them to see if they got something to eat. Once you give it, that's your blessing right there. Right. So your job is done. Once you give, it's done. So communication wise, it's like once I tell you, you will take as long as you want to think and let it and comprehend it. Because some people need, mainly females, need time to comprehend some junk that, especially in the midst of an argument and being angry, they probably come back and be like, yo, I apologize.
And honestly,
after some time.
And I don't think females take enough time to really understand men. Honestly, I really don't.
In one aspect. In what?
Emotionally, because statistically, like you say, little boys don't cry. I'm hurt. I'm going to cry, like, but that's not like men. You feel me? Like that's just how I was taught. Like, boys don't cry. You fall, get up. But and just going down the line, like the age wise, and going with that, women just, I don't think they take enough time.
I think it's understandable, but it's not realistic. Playing devil's advocate, I just feel like once you are in a relationship with someone and you trying to get y'all to understand each other, approaching me like we in combat, like I get it, you ain't gonna cry in front of your bros, you ain't gonna cry, but nigga, we in a relationship, like that's the ultimate. We was talking about this earlier. I feel like we all have different relationships. You love your mother to death, you might love your siblings to death, but it's a filter. There's a filter when it comes to those aspects of relationships. Relationship is the only relationship that requires every access of you. Like, you come home from work, you coming home to your lover. Anything you dealing with, it requires them to access every level of you emotionally. And because men, specifically black men, are stuck in this mind state of just not allowing people to access them emotionally, it's a failure to a lot of relationships.
One thing I think is a problem, I feel like a couple when they like talking to try to, get to the bottom of something, if it start at me, my word against yours, I think we don't have the sources to step out of what we have right here, because it's always going to be me against you, me against you, me against you. You feel my opinion versus yours. If it really was triggered down, if we really took family and different things like that serious, maybe we could both be like, all right, well, let's go to our neighbor and ask them. You know, the first person that's like, hell no, the female. They don't know us. How can they tell us about? But that's outside. Like, they don't have a reason to be biased to me, or like they don't know none of us. So how about we do that? And some people, they're not willing to go get sources, other outside sources, which you might need, because if we just sitting here talking to each other, like, you feel some type of way from what I did, I feel some type of way how you said it, like, that's what's blocking it. So we both got to step out of our little battlefield and bring another source. But a lot of us don't have, a lot of people don't require, the only reason I can talk to her, I require you, I gotta see how you talk to your mother, I gotta see if your father present, I gotta see these things. Those are important things, because those are people you're supposed to be able to run to as a couple. You should be able to run to your parents, your grandmother, grandfather, people that been here before you. You know?
I agree with that to a certain extent. I would say that the biggest sign to immaturity in men, what you mean? Oh,
she gets spicier.
The biggest sign with immaturity when it comes to men is that a lot of you guys could be stuck in your ways. And once that is the picture, like, and once you don't give off the energy that, okay, I'm willing to evolve, change in any way whatsoever, females start to come up with tactics to deal with the immature you. And that in turn makes them immature. Because if you're dealing with a dude that like, I can't, not even a dude, because it's not general, it's based on situation. If you have a temper issue, right? And I'm like, damn, I know he got a temper issue. I've already set my mindset that this man is never going to outgrow his temper issues. So now I've dealt with that. Like, I had a person who really had temper issues, not with me, but just in general. So it made me have to filter myself with him. And make me have to lie sometimes, or extend the truth, or not be too honest, because I'm like, he can't handle that. And I feel like when men don't realize, when you don't get to that point where you sit with yourself and fix the things, the things that are so normal in our community, like,
to go other routes.
It pushes, you're going to deal with fucked up females everywhere you go. You either going to deal with a female that ain't going to want to fuck with the shit because they reached that level of maturity, like, this is corny now, or you're going to deal with a female who's going to play your game. And if you come with emotional issues, or if you come with lack of immaturity, the way people got to handle you is going to be a way that's not going to be beneficial to you, let alone the relationship.
But my thing is, if it's worth it,
let me work.
Right.
No, that's the thing. When it comes, this is the problem. Sorry, I just put out in this song.
I think females want guys to what's the word? Like, I think they want you to get what they're saying without going through the whole debate thing first. Like, let's get to the bottom of it first. Let's try to like even, it might be difficult. You might think it's arguing. It's not arguing. It's debating. But like, let's get to the bottom of it, and then at the end, at the end, let's compromise. Some females want you to compromise right away. Like, I said this, and then like, I want you to be sensitive to what I said. It's like, let's get some details in there. You might be wrong, but what female like to be wrong?
Y'all got a lot to say about relationships. So I want to ask y'all, at what point? I want to hear what point in a relationship did you ever reach a point in a relationship where you was like, it's me. Because, you know, it's always like, you know, we have that saying, it's not you, it's me. Has it ever, whether you said it to the girl verbally or did you set with yourself like, oh, I gotta fuck, it's me. Did you ever have that moment ever in your life? Oh, y'all did not go
at me.
I'm gonna take it after that.
Alright, so, nah. No. See this thing. Before you come crazy, I feel like I haven't did it yet. Like, I'm not saying it won't happen, but like, honestly, from the experiences I had, it haven't happened yet. A female haven't challenged me yet to the point that I had to step back and look at myself. Complaining and just complaining about things that you can't go into detail and back up, I'm not just gonna take that and run with it. Like, come to me with some details, some evidence of why you did it. When a girl say I don't have to explain myself, I'm not blaming myself. I don't care what nobody say.
Okay, let me ask you. You had a daughter at 19. Were you with her mother when y'all had the baby?
Yes.
Y'all were in a relationship?
It ended right before she had my daughter, though.
Okay.
So, like, during the pregnancy.
So, the whole separation and all of that, do any part of that do you be like, it's me? Whether it's like it not working out between you and them, or you being in the space where it's like, damn, I should have been more serious about what I was looking for.
It wasn't me as me being a problem. I think it more of was I never been through this situation before, so I don't know how to take it. But if a guy supposed to be more lenient on understanding where a woman is coming from as being pregnant. I feel like then that's the thing that I should have been warned about, or I should have, like, that's the only thing that could have saved it if I understood that. I didn't understand. I'm like, why are you coming at me crazy? Like, and once you get older, you learn, like, girls go through all this emotion, but I'm 19. Ain't nobody had that talk with me. So it's like, I probably would have had more, like, I give you more leeway. Like, you know what? I let that slide. I let this slide, like, cause it's that. But I was on some junk like, nah, why you coming crazy? Why you chasing me? Why you busting my window? Why? I'm like, why? Cause this don't make sense to me. You know, I understand you pregnant, but I'm like, I don't think it do nothing with your brain. Like, no, this is not making sense. Like even if you in your emotions, like, it don't make sense.
But I would say, what you just said, yeah, it was you, but it's not a matter of blaming. I just feel like a lot of men, maturity thing is not taking accountability. And as adults, period, male or female, you reach a point where you realize, all right, the shit that's happening in my life, yeah, we can't control fate, but sometimes it's like some shit you can't control. You know what I'm saying? Right. You might not have the information, you might not have the experience to control it, but once you come to the conclusion, it's like, okay,
by that time, my daughter, like 4.
Right.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, so it's like, but the thing is, like how you just brought it up, right, and asked me, do I think it was me or anything I could have changed? It's nothing that was never asked to me at 19. Like, do you think it's some, like, even
that's
while
why you shouldn't have been fucking at 19.
No. I wasn't fucking to have a baby though. I was just doing it to live.
That's true, but
that's what I'm saying. Like, you would think I have somebody that see me going through all this craziness, they'd sit me down like, yo, like, do you think it's anything that you could do? And my initial answer is like, I don't know why she did it. I don't know why she did it. So obviously it wasn't nobody around me that had the knowledge of somebody being pregnant and their feelings to tell me about that. Like, I didn't know. That's my first time. Now, say if I get somebody pregnant now, trust me, they got more of a chance of me still being in the picture going, even if they gave me the same thing I went through the first time.
You know,
they got right. I know,
knowledge,
right, and I don't blame it on nobody. But at the same time, I go by like what you don't know, you can't really be faulted for.
Right.
You know,
Dave, I'm gonna get to you. That
doesn't stop the consequence of what you do or what you don't do.
It's not a fault,
but I can't beat myself up because I didn't know that at that age.
I absolutely agree. But I would say is there's people, what you in at 19, there's people who are 40 who is probably going through the same thing and haven't processed it's not, I don't have the information. I don't feel like there's age doesn't come with information.
The only difference with that though, it's like by 40, you've been around people your age. And that's usually.
But it's people that age that don't look at it like that because we normalize it. Like,
no, this is the thing. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm trying to say. Being 19, I just came out of 15, 14, 16, 17. I'm not around pregnant people, period. 40, you'll think I was around somebody that had a kid. 39, 38, like all the way down to like 25. Like you'll think like he had to be around somebody and see some type of experience. I'm 19. I just came out of 15, 14, 13, 16, 17, 18. I just came from that. We was all about dance, fun. I'm not around pregnant people. So even if I had to keep my eyes open for the experiences that's going around me, that wasn't even around me. So I can't be like, you know what? Y'all ain't got to tell me, but I saw this over here and I'm aware because what this person went through or my friend went through. Or I don't have friends at 19 that's going through these things like a pregnancy. 40, you around. You should have some kids yourself, or you around somebody that got some kids, or you feel me. So that's a different. You can't really say it's not an age thing.
I only say that because I feel like a lot of men don't sit and process. It's like life is just about having things happen and reacting, but we don't sit. I don't feel like a lot of men sit down and really process A squared plus B squared equals C squared. It's just like A squared, boom, C squared. I'm about to just do whatever. So I feel like I've seen experiences, maybe not that specific situation, right. But a lot of times I see a lot of things repetitive when it comes to men because it's like you never sit down and really realize like, okay, if I would have approached this way, if I would have realized this, or if I would have had the information, it's not to fault you, but at some point you gotta realize this is what happened. Like it's men out here that don't even realize, you're not the way you're supposed to be because you didn't have your dad in your life. Because it's not normal, not even just to show your expression. I don't feel like men really sit with themselves and express to themselves, let alone express to people.
Some things I think guys need triggers. Like I think guys need they need triggers. Like it's like, you know how people say girls shouldn't initiate relationships and stuff like that. They shouldn't come up to guys should approach them. With that, it's like, I'm against females that say, I'm not walking up to no guy. I'm not pushing up on no guy. Like, why not? At the end of the day, you may initiate one time and never have to initiate nothing else ever again. He could take care of everything from that point on. So you're telling me you'll lose out on a whole forever of being taken care of because your pride telling you or something you're going by or whatever guidebook they say a female shouldn't do. At the same time, when you live alone and they be like, guy's supposed to take garbage out. If you don't live with a guy, what you gonna let your house just stink? No, you're gonna take the initiative. So when it's a need to you, females to take the initiative. Approaching a guy don't seem like a need to a woman.
We're gonna get on that because I don't want to. I want to talk about dating, but I want to get Dave's answer. We straight, but was there ever a moment in any relation? I don't care if it was middle school, high school, kindergarten, adulthood, that you reached like it's me. Whether it's like something, I'm really battling this, and this is making me no good to this chick right now.
Like honestly, yes. I mean, I find myself periodically sitting down just thinking, but it's just.
What was the it? What's the wrong? What's wrong with you? What you felt like was wrong with you that made you incapable of being in a relationship?
But honestly,
could have been nicer.
Yeah, that could have been nice. I mean, but like you said, it's just guidance though. I mean, like if you're not there from 10, 11, 15. Like an older role model that went through stuff to show you the path is just like.
Do you feel like you're still there?
You still there what?
In a place where you feel like you're in a space where you're not able to be in a relationship because of where you are with yourself. Or did you ever try to write it with a girl after you realized like, all right, it's me and I'm gonna fix this and I'm gonna go back and get my woman?
Honestly, now by me maturing, I could say I could be more compromising, like. In a relationship, because I let all that old me just float now. Like, I'm not carrying all that no more. So it's like you said, well, after 25, I just started realizing that, period. Just started, like, a lot of this shit I can't do. Like, I can't just chill.
Okay, right.
I can't just say, fuck work. I need to work. As you get older, you need money. You need this. Like you don't want to go back, mommy, daddy. Like
Right.
if you don't have mommy, daddy, then what?
Yeah.
And then
I'm glad you mentioned that because I want to talk about the pressures that come with being a man. Like, I'm not going to lie, I like to debate with men all the time, but I couldn't handle the pressures of life that come with y'all because I couldn't imagine being in a space where it's required for you to take care of the woman or be the provider or have shit together. Because I love the feeling that I'm all about getting my shit together, but on days when I don't have my shit together, I love the security of not knowing that someone is like, aside from my child, I don't, like, just in general, you could have no kids. Being a man, you're walking, like, gotta have your shit together. If you a man, you ain't got your shit together, you no good for society. Like, just in communication with people.
But you don't, but with that mentality, as a kid, you don't think like that. You don't, like, men don't think about, like, responsibility until it really
don't think how hard it really is.
You don't think about that.
When is it gonna hit? Like, when you, what do you mean
start
hit?
going through stuff. Like,
when you have a child, or
when you start going through stuff, you gotta catch on as a man. Like, you gotta really be like, yo,
men play catch
this
up.
shit pile up. Right, exactly.
We play catch up a lot because we not really taught. I mean, we taught to just fend. Like, we not emotionally, we not.
Right. So if we going through something and we taught to be numb, we letting that pile up until reality really hit. Like, yo, ain't nobody about to baby us or catch us when we fall. So listen, now it's catch up time. Now you gotta let that numbness go, and you gotta do what you gotta do. But by that time, like, we kind of far back. Like, so it ain't too late, but it's hard. Like, that job is really hard getting back to like sea level and then getting above water. Like, you gotta, we want to be above. Like, you want to get above your bills. You want to be ahead of your financials and stuff. But that take a lot because you gotta take on responsibility while you're catching up.
On top of a female bringing on emotional problems and shit.
And we really allow ourselves to be in relationships while catching up. Like, we kind of do it to ourselves.
And that's why I say females don't take the time to even just elaborate a man's brain. Just pick at it, though. Now, I ain't saying just, oh, he got to know that. I'm not asking you to be my mother. But if you a female, like...
This was what I was saying. I'm glad y'all both said this because it sounds good to have a female. Nowadays, females is working. They got their shit together. So it's realistic enough to be like, okay, I can have a female that got her shit together and hold me down or hold the situation down till we get there. But I personally feel like you see so much times with men, if you have a female that can hold it down, I feel like insecurity starts to get into play. You see a lot of women. You know what? What am I going to talk about? Super Set. Y'all probably don't know her, but she's a makeup artist. Super Set. She got famous off of social media. She used to make videos. She started her own makeup line and went colossal. Like, became a boss. Got her hood nigga, right? Her nigga used to be on the streets. Got in a relationship with him and then just basically put him on. She's the breadwinner.
She molded him.
Yeah, she molded him to be the guy she needs to be, but it's clear that she's the breadwinner. It's clear that she was the lead when it came to finances and all of that and basically changed his life around. And now he done went and had a side baby on her and they just had a baby. So it's examples like that I see and I'm like, yo, you could have a female. I look at it this way, unless you're using a female just for her money, like you got a sugar mama, she ugly, she old, she not your type, but she take care of you, it's understandable for you to be doing your shit on the side. But I feel like you get a female that you're attracted to and then you happen to be in a space where you just are still trying to figure it out for yourself and you have a female that's not dogging you for not having it figured out, but is willing to support you and support the union until y'all get there. Why do you feel like men still go out and cheat or do her dirty or disrespect her?
The thing is, it's still something missing. Like, it's like some like how we was talking about earlier. The guy could be this nice person doing everything for you, but that's not compatible.
Not enough.
Like, so females are known to work, have their shit together. Guys are known for really just chasing their dream. They don't really care about it. Like, they don't take serious bills and all that. Like, that's kind of a female thing. So that's why guys fall behind so much, because trying to chase your dream and not paying attention to reality bills and stuff that's currently there. So females are set in a much secure position. When a guy come across that, how could you say no to that? But it's something like that's not enough to keep a guy not dealing with somebody else.
Like, you might, or is it, do you feel like there's a sense of insecurity? Like, do you feel like, yo, this female could really go out and go get her any other nigga bossing or got money, I don't trust her, so I'm going to still do my dirt on the side, or I'm not going to give her my own.
Nah,
Do you feel
guys do what they, like, they do what they want. If a guy really want to be faithful, he'll be faithful. He could play every girl out. He could. Because we so, like, you can't hold us accountable of being numb to not, expressing our feelings. But on the other hand, you gotta hold us to that same thing. Like, yo, if you could be numb and not express your feelings to me, you could be numb and play every chick out that come your way. Like, it's both sides. Like, I could be firm into who I'm dealing with, and I could be firm to plan out whoever. Because just being numb is just being numb. It don't matter what hits you come your way, it's gonna bounce off. So some guys choose to be numb when it comes to, like, faithful guys. They choose to be numb at the right time. Like, when girls throw themselves at them, they choose to be numb. Some guys, they feel like, I can handle it. She can't have sex with me without me having sex with her. So she can be around. She can be a friend. I can hit her up and stuff. But it's the moments. It's the moments like, yo, I was just chilling with, we just friends. And then, that moment y'all chilling and you high or you drunk, or it's just seem like the moment, guys don't, the logic go out the window. The logic, like, yo, who really sit there like, yo, she throwing it at me, yo, if I do this, it's a chance I might get her pregnant, it's a chance I might lose my girl. They not thinking about it happened so fast. You done did it already. Like, you feel me? Now you gotta bank off if she never find out. Right.
I'm glad you said that. So I want to ask you, Dave, have you ever cheated?
Of course.
Okay, good. I was going to see you go out. But I want to ask.
Wait.
I want to ask.
How you say you going to see if he going to lie?
No, I just wanted to, because I feel like guys get so defensive when the word cheating is put out there with this whole black men don't cheat, but I feel like there needs to be honest conversation.
That's wild.
There needs to be honest conversation for females and males to really understand the standpoint. If you can put a reason behind the times you have cheated, what would you say would it be? Would it be, I wasn't really compatible with the girl, I was just still young and mature, wasn't looking to settle down? Like, what would be that reason?
My attention span.
You get bored quickly.
Yes. I'm not gonna lie to you, I do. I do get bored quickly.
Like, bored in the relationship?
Just negativity, assumptions, just accusing, even
I just want to get away.
Oh, so if shit going bad in a relationship, it's like, I'm going to go look for an outlet elsewhere.
Even if she already thinks she know you, but she don't,
Mm-hmm.
that's a problem too. And then my problem is choosing when to be numb to it. If you accusing me, oh, here, I'm gonna watch him.
So why don't you just break up with the girl versus just cheating?
Because that's when you
battle. I want to hear this.
The only thing with that is just that's when you battle yourself. Now it's like, all right,
you don't want to see her with nobody else.
You battle keeping her to rather battling. No, you battle keeping her, then you battling what you gonna do to fix it.
But you already cheated, so it's broken. What did you fix it?
Why did you do it? You think like you said, you think to yourself now like, damn, was it worth it? It's just for a moment, like, you feel me? Like, she gonna be here, like, you see her long term, but it's like just for the moment. But that's why I said guys have to mature from that extent. But you're right, it could be, it is grown men like 40 plus that still playing the game though. So and to me, it's really no answer to that. I don't know. It just comes within you. When you just had enough of just, you know what they expect already, so I'm good. When you could do that.
Right. It's a gift and a curse of being that nigga.
Basically.
It's a gift and a curse. Like, a lot of females, they sway away from guys that's popular and stuff like that because they like, oh, he can have whatever chick he want. That doesn't mean he gonna say yeah to whatever chick that comes his way. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So the positive part of having a guy that's popular is, he done had plenty of females, so he can say no if he want to, cause he that nigga. Like, I'm that nigga. Yeah, I can tell you no. Mm-hmm. The part of the bad part about that is the fact that he know he can have every chick or a lot of chicks. He might just say yeah. And so it's a gift and a curse. But taking the chance of having somebody that never been popular, never experienced having a lot of girls or some of the best looking girls, they will fall victim to it when it comes. Cause that pressure of a bad chick coming your way, your pride, you a man, your pride. I ain't turning this chick down like she want me. What? I'm about to hit that like that shit. That's all you gotta decide your decision all in that minute. That
Let me ask. That's crazy that she said that because
my bad, not to cut you off. But being in a relationship only makes the fire hotter. It only makes the attention
to the
higher.
girls.
It only
girls
makes
go
that.
after guys that's in relationships.
That is true. Especially if you're faithful. I mean, I had a thing where I don't like popular guys. I used to dance too, and I'm like, I don't know why y'all want to deal with these dancers because when I think about it now as an adult, before I just was like afraid of it, like the level of like issues that it come with. I'm like, this not my expertise.
Because you never really took your time to understand. That's why I'm
think about
But you know what it
would
was?
you rather get played by somebody popular or played by somebody you got the audacity to play.
No, but this is.
Like, nigga, I made you. Nigga, you cheated.
Exactly.
But you know what it is though? I just feel like at that age, and popularity is like a broad thing. Whatever you consider a man that comes with attention. Now that we have social media, you know, I call them social media dudes. I don't do those. Anybody could be popular.
Right.
But I do feel like when you sit with a man, and it could be someone who might not seem popular, but I do feel like immature men go through a phase where you associate some vain shit to manhood. Whether it's
What you mean?
meaning like me being in that scene, somebody just being a dancer was not oh my god, this is Diddy. Like, and I feel like because men, you got that attention for what you do or what you were popular for, you popping on social media, you associate that with manhood and that's what you bring to the table. And then it's like, you know, after a female get over the hype of getting over the it guy, when it's just me and you, when ain't no social media pictures flashing, it's like I really don't have nothing interested because that's not.
That's facts.
I've been through that. I done
That's
seen girls
That's
like
facts.
that I dealt with, and I'm like, yo, the way you put
It's
on
not
for
it.
social media,
It's not it.
This ain't it.
listen, trust
Stop
me,
capping.
like
Stop
for real,
capping.
like I'm like, listen, you got the makeup and everything on. I seen
Stop.
you when you first woke, like you
Humble
rolled
yourself,
over,
like,
right?
that
But
lash off.
but that's the thing. I'm not willing to take that step to expose you. You feel me?
No.
So it's like you safe with me. The average person gonna be like, and they gonna try to screenshot. They gonna try to everything to kill your junk.
Yeah.
I get nothing out of killing somebody else's junk. Like.
But it's not even just about the person not living up to how the hype of what you thought they was on social media. I just feel like it gets to a point the older you get where it's like, damn, it takes more for me to be compatible with somebody than just how lit they are in social. Yeah, female or male. I just feel like you reach, and I feel like that's what males need to reach as far as maturity, to not cheat, to not this, because you reach to a point where you have shit to lose, and you just like, all right, I need more to a female than just what she comes off to physically, whether it's off of popularity or just how she look. Do y'all feel like y'all reached that point, or what is it? Is like
I never cheated.
You never cheated.
I never cheated.
So what did you do? Just stay single, just fuck bad bitches, so now no one can say I cheated, or
Nah,
did you just?
if like me, like I said, when you feel like you that dude, you could choose to, like, I could keep it 100 with you. Like I feel like I could, like, if I make the decision, I'm not gonna feel like, damn, I messed up. That's the worst decision I should have. I'm not gonna regret it. Like when I make decisions, I stand on it. You feel me? Even though things might come my way and it might show me like, damn, you should have kept her, but I'm not gonna act on that.
Right.
Like I'm not gonna act on that because if I make a decision, I'm making a decision because I can live with it.
I think it matters on where you are with yourself at that moment. So I want to ask y'all: y'all both single? Are y'all at a place where the next relationship you're looking to get into is to be serious enough to want to marry or have kids with this person, start a family, or you don't feel like mentally you're at that space yet?
Mentally, I'm there. I don't like, me being closer and closer to my goal, like my successful goal. It kind of swayed me away from all that. Like wanting to really be locked down, and cause like you gotta understand, a lot of females, and I'm not saying most of them, like it's just a lot of females that don't understand what comes with that. So I don't wanna meet somebody that can't handle that, and then it put me in a position of choosing her or success. I'm going to choose success, especially if we don't got that time. And I've been chasing success since I was born. You feel me? So you lost that battle. But to put me in a position where I have to choose, I might as well get ready to take the blame because you're going to feel like I'm the worst nigga in the world and all that, but I'm going to choose that. So it's just like, it's timing. It's timing with me. Like I would want that. I would love to. I used to always want to just be a regular dude, like go to work, make like. But we not regular. You know, it wasn't regular coming up. Like, you know, we had the fans and the groupies and all that junk. So I know what that feel like. So I know how to not be big headed by it and not let it get to me. But
it's not realistic.
When I go like the competition yesterday. That just made me come home and want to go harder. But if a female not about to understand why I'm going harder and why, like, let me walk with you. Let me see what your life like on this other side. It's your personal side. Then it's that superstar, like, chasing your dream side. So no female really got on that side and was like, let me walk with you. Let me see if you that ain't shit nigga or you the dancer that talk to all these chicks and be fucking them and don't. Like, it's like they scared to come over there. You know, like, oh damn, I'm gonna have to worry about all these girls and comment on it. I'm like, would you date Chris Brown or Trace? Like, it's gonna get there. So, you know, like,
you might as well matter of trust.
Right. Like, in faith, like, do you know?
Well, let me ask Dave. So, are you at a space with yourself where you feel like you're ready to settle down, or?
Honestly, I am, but I just need like a partner. Like, honestly, like.
Well, what do you need in a partner? Being
as though just to understand. I mean, like, certain situations gonna come with this outcome, but are you strong enough to just be like, alright, it's worth it?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's worth it. If it's worth it, you will go to that extent. But also, I'm going to work on me too, as far as you helping me work on me. And I think, honestly, me personally, I think being in a relationship just make chasing a dream or a job, whatever, just stronger though. Like, honestly,
you don't think it's unfair? And I'm saying this personally. This is not a female male thing, but I feel like I'm so selfish. If I want something, I want it, and I don't see nothing. I have tunnel vision. If it's a dream or anything I'm after, that's all I want. So do you feel like I've never been in a position or spoiled enough to feel like, damn, somebody gotta want it with me? I always feel like if I have my own selfish goals, like we say was chasing our dreams, I always feel like I either have to choose my dreams or to settle down, because it's like, bro, I'm not sitting in the kitchen cooking for nobody. I want to do this.
When he said like, I gotta find that person that understand. It's some people that get a kick out of your dream. Like what you do, it's like, it's a difference for somebody coming in your life and trying to reroute your life. Yeah. It's like, you see me going this way. Yeah. If you approach me like, I want to see what we could be, then you have to come into my world. You feel me? Like,
well, I think like you guys are detailing that as a relationship requirement. If you meet someone that's just like, I'm like, look, if you say, okay, I'm chasing my dream, I don't really got time to date, and you still got somebody that spark you and just be like, oh, they with it, it's a plus. But I don't feel like saying, oh, I'm looking for someone who get it. I feel like I either got to reach a point where I reach my goals, and then it's like, all right, bet, got this out the way, now I'm in a space where I could
do both. You could do both. They just can't be trying to take a piece of what you're doing. They got to just be a part of what you're doing, and you got to be a part of what they doing. Like that's what you do with a friend. Like, say if I be like, I could call a friend and be like, yo, come in the laundromat. Rather than a girl that I talk to and be like, I just wait till you get back home so I can see you and spend time with you. I'm not looking like that's the thing. Like, you're trying to take time out of my day. Why don't you just be a part of my day?
Wait, but that's called compromising. Do you feel like?
Nah, if you approach me, it's only selfish when I want you to come with me and stop what you're doing. If you come see what I'm doing and you see what I'm doing and then you want me to stop to. That's different. That's being selfish.
You guys are single, and you say you're open to date and be in a serious relationship if you get this, that. I don't feel like it's realistic to want that. If you get that, yeah, it's a plus. But I feel like if you're in a space where it's like, look, I'm doing this. This is my number one. Someone who could take my attention or come with me and do it. It's a plus. But I'm not gonna sit here and say I want that as a requirement in a relationship, because how do you compromise?
It's because like we have off days. We have like I have days where I'm not working on music and stuff. Yeah. I want to be able to look to your way, like, what you got going on? Let me come over to your world. That's like that's compromising. Like, it's like it don't have to just be about me, but it can't. I don't like going from working hard and then come look your way and then you're not doing nothing. Yeah, because I'm like, you know what? Let me get back to working hard. Like, I could be getting further, you know, or you could just be over here because you ain't doing shit.
Right.
Like, so you could be over here. I can't go from Like I can't really sit still.
I will say this.
And that's why you need two winners.
We talking about goals and the shit sounds sweet, but let's talk about the down and dirty of what really comes with it. Like sometimes the selfishness, which I could admit I'm at that point. It's certain things I really don't be willing to compromise. It don't make me right.
Are you single? Or you?
I'm single, right? I'm single.
Okay.
I ask like
I'm complicated.
But I do have things about me that I'm not willing to compromise. And granted, the shit sounds good. With nobody.
Even if they come off, they vibing and they understand.
No, I'm a selfish bitch when it comes to certain things. With certain things.
No, I'm glad you're different. I'm glad you're not acting like you're not.
No,
she's different, right?
But I'm able to be like, I brought this up before. I reached a point where I feel like I said, in a relationship, it's the only thing that access every part of you. Mm-hmm. And there was times in relationships where I felt like, damn, I love this person and I want so much good for them, but I didn't know how to support them and not want not be happy.
So
like
you feel as though it wasn't a team.
Yeah, no, I felt like I couldn't be a team until I made them my friends. So I break up and be like, yeah, okay, because so that there's that boundary.
That stage.
No, for example, okay, let's use an example. Okay, it could be someone who don't have this shit together. Mm-hmm. Now, if I'm your girl and you ain't got your shit together, it's hard for me to be happy as your girl, and it's just like, damn, get your shit together. But if I'm your friend, there's that boundary. Like, yeah, I'm gonna support you, get your shit together, but at least I don't know how to. I feel like there's that our generation struggle with not being individuals in a relationship. I feel like it becomes an emotional dependency. Just like y'all said.
Let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
How did you become his girl if he ain't got his shit together?
What you mean?
Like yo, was you okay with it? Or was he had his shit together and he lost it? Yeah. Or did you still agree, like, you know what, I'm going to rock with you?
Let's go to that.
No, but this is the thing. This is what I said, the immaturity aspect. I'll say from a female standpoint, I never looked at dating. I feel like I never intertwined my roles. Like, the part of me that's the dreamer, that's the go-getter, is always just about me, myself, and I. Like, I've always been a person.
So do you choose to separate them, or you can't put them together?
The immature part of me, before I looked at the seriousness of relationship, it was two separate entities. Almost like, if you still living on your own or living with your parents, what you do at home is none of my business. But when we meet in school, you my baby, we doing this. Okay. So I was in that immature mindset where you don't realize that once you're in an adult relationship, in a mature relationship, oh no, it's all doors open. We access to every part of each other.
Right, so as an adult, pertaining to you, what do you feel as though you could have did differently to keep it?
I feel like I still struggle with the part of compromising certain things about me, but I feel like it comes with what a lot of people don't do before they start dating is really sit with yourself and say, what am I willing to compromise? Because you're not going to meet the perfect person. You always going to be, but what is it about me? What am I willing to compromise before I get into a relationship?
So you don't think it's a person that can come along and give you a reason to compromise something different than what you initially said? Because like when people have these set rules, God put a person in that can change all that shit. What you gonna do? That's why you gotta just be prepared. That's why you gotta just be prepared.
Y'all not about to change side between me.
Like that's why you gotta be prepared, because just when you think is nothing that could change your mind.
I do think, but I just feel like
you're really gonna be in
I do think it's things that could change your mind because you grow, you change.
But will you? That's when you become stubborn.
But that's what I said. It's certain. No, I won't be stubborn. I feel like soul ties is natural. Once somebody got you open, you open. Like you, I'm telling you.
I'm saying, would you fight it though? Would you fight it?
No, I like that. I would walk through that door. It could be burning fire. I feel like it'll happen, but at the same time, you're still responsible for yourself as individuals, which is another thing I think men. I feel like men in their immature phase don't realize that you are accountable. Yeah, people could do shit to you all day. If I'm walking somewhere and I see that homeboy over there got a gun, yeah, he's responsible for shooting me. But bitch, I saw the shit from a block away. I could have went this way, that way, this way. So I feel like accountability is a big part in maturity that a lot of people struggle with. Now, I want to talk about this because this shit has been mind-blown all day. We've been talking about the Gucci and Keisha Kayor thing. If y'all don't know, y'all know Gucci's a rapper. Yeah. Gucci went through a phase where he was dogging bitches on drugs, just fucked up in the head.
She accepted him.
In the immature phase. He got locked up. He held her down. I mean, she held him down the whole way through. Came out the new Gucci, a whole clone, different man, mature, just seemed like a different person. Yeah. Now, I'm very annoyed with the narrative that, you see, Shorty done held him down. She stuck by his side. She stuck through him cheating, stuck through the drugs, stuck through everything. And look, she got the perfect Gucci. And I feel like I hate that they made that the narrative because it makes women think, oh, I gotta really go through bullshit just to get the perfect person.
But you remember we was talking about? Remember we was talking about saying what really makes a guy, the seriousness out of him come out is he have to go through something.
Mm-hmm.
Going through getting cheated on, she's sticking there. Him getting locked up, she's sticking there.
He got kids too. So.
That's what make her feel like.
But they don't got kids together.
No, they don't. But I'm saying, like he said, you gotta go through.
But here's my thing.
Guys to wake up. Like,
no, but here's my thing. I feel like a guy is still a matter of compatibility. If you're in that immature phase, you're gonna also attract someone that caters to that immaturity. So you might get the girl that be like, oh, he a dancer. I've seen it. Y'all being dancers, I've seen girls that be like, yeah, he a dancer, he get mad bitches. I know he fucked 3 bitches, but I'm still gonna rock him. Cause you support that immaturity, and then when a guy reaches a phase where he's out that immature phase, it's almost like, oh, this not the girl for me because I was compatible.
Is that wrong?
It's not wrong, but that's why I said I hate that that's the narrative because Gucci could have came out, Keisha Keyo could have, I don't know what she did in the background. She could have broke up with him and be like, you need to get yourself together, and that motivated him. But if she was the type to be supporting, oh, you on drugs, you doing all of this, I'm going to just be the ride or die chick, he could have cleaned up his whole act and then went and looked for the girl that, oh, now I want to go for this girl because I changed my act. It's not,
but I feel as though she took she took the knowledge to understand like he's a rapper. I know what it come with, so I'm gonna just sit in this seat and ride. Like I feel as though that's what she took, cause she could have cheated.
She wasn't held.
Do you feel like all females have to do that?
No, they don't. It's not required.
You don't have to, but if it's worth it, if you see something, you see something in me that I don't see yet.
You think your mom should do that? Like, would you want your mother or your daughter? But do you? I'm saying, do you want your daughter to date a guy who put her through some bullshit?
I just want.
If she answer the question.
I got a daughter. Let me see.
Yeah.
If she felt like see me, my opinion don't matter in that. I could say it all day. Yeah, but if she sees something that nobody else see,
that's period.
And she gonna ride for that, then because she gotta deal with if it don't work or not.
But how does it make you feel? Because
it's always gonna make somebody feel that can't see what it is. It's always gonna make somebody feel like people don't understand certain things, so it's like it's frustrating. Like, why are you doing this for him and he did that? You wasn't there to know the good thing. Like, nobody really tells the story of the balance. Like, it be some shit. I'm pretty sure she did something. You feel me? Like, so that's what's making her feel like, you know what? I can't really just throw her on the bus because I did mine too. You feel me? But that's not going to get shared to people.
Right. But this is why I ask this. I always say I feel like being a guy's girl or wife, not wife, but let's say a guy's girl is the lowest relationship, lowest standard in any female.
You said being
his girl. Because I feel like shit dudes that do to females, they'll knock a dude's teeth out for doing to their daughter, to their mother, to their sister, even to a friend. But I feel like men, when they're in a relationship, doing those same things, they don't have that.
But that's immaturity. Yeah. That's immaturity. Like, cause if you still could do something to somebody that you wouldn't want done to you, that's immature. Yeah. That's what it is. It's like if you feeling like I could hurt this person, I could break her heart on purpose or whatever. But if somebody break mine, I'm wildin'. Yeah. That's immaturity. Yeah. That's strictly you can't even know guys protect that about other guys. Like you can't even be biased on that because it don't make sense. It's like, nigga, why you worrying about her doing this and that and you out here doing you? Like, I would really tell a guy or one of my friends, like, yo, you bugging. You feel me? I can't make him not do it, but I'm like, yo, if she hit the fan, bro, you gonna have to eat that. And that shit gonna come like a whole storm.
So did y'all ever accept a girl cheating on y'all and took him back?
No, I didn't.
Have you, Dave?
I wouldn't either.
See, nobody really cheated on me, though.
That you know of.
But you cheated on them.
That I know of.
Right. That I know of.
Them girls are sipping tea. That's all my life. I was told women to cheat.
Like that
but if a female cheated on you and you were cheating on her, and you found out a female that you love was cheating on you, well, you were cheating on her first. You've never experienced love either.
If you cheated on her and she cheated on me,
would you take her back?
No.
Why?
No.
What is it when men experience being cheated on?
I might. If I cheated first, I might because I really pay attention to, like, I try to be as fair as possible. You feel me? Even though the world not fair, I try to be. So like it'll bother me I would question myself for a long time, nigga. What's bothering you so much that you ain't take it back and you cheated? So that like I would rather than instead of going through that fight within myself or like without her even being in the picture, like just going through that with myself, I will give it a chance and then I'll probably give it a chance. But if I'm not cheating and you cheat, you're not getting a second chance. Nobody, like no chick ever getting a second chance if she cheat on me, and I ain't doing that.
Cause it takes a lot for a man to just be faithful, just
That's
right. That's why
really?
now guys being faithful, that's rare.
rare.
Because it takes, because like it's not.
Y'all not
I'm gonna tell you. The reason is rare. Look, the reason is rare.
Does it really take that much? So what is it?
Look. The reason is rare. The reason is rare because guys don't like it's a lot of immature guys. So we already know we gotta mature to see why it's important to be faithful. Mm-hmm. So you telling me I done worked hard, working on myself, became mature, let them get out of here my face, just to...
No, y'all breaking my heart right now because I always say, I want to know, so what do y'all think, what does it take to make a man faithful then?
He gotta want to be faithful. Yeah. He gotta want to be faithul. That's the only thing. Does he gotta see something faithful in a female, or is it something within himself to make him? With them, like
I had a guy say once. I'm gonna tell you what this guy said once. He said, he had a wife and 3 kids. He was like, I'm gonna tell you why I don't cheat.
They cheat too.
They do, but this one, he was saying the reason why he don't cheat is because he said his wife has made it clear, not just verbally, but just the type of female that she is, that I know for a fact, if I ever cheated and was caught, her and my kids, I would never see them again. Life as I know it, as far as having a family, I would never see that again.
Make his ass straighten up, right?
So do you feel like it's a standard that a woman sets for herself that can also contribute, not even just being cheated on, as far as just dating guys that are cheaters? Does the woman standard for herself?
Yes, that plays a big part. It plays a big part because when girls let shit slide, they start ice skating. Like I'm telling you, like, and that's what. And say if I deal with this girl and she let shit slide with me, and then I deal with this girl, she let shit slide with me. I'm expecting this third girl to let shit slide with me. Like like that's the thing. Like I tell her, like I'm not biased and I'm just neutral. I'm about right and wrong. Girls really need, and this advice to you females. Girls really need to stand on their word. Y'all too forgiving. Y'all like niggas know what they be doing sometimes. Like a lot of times. You feel me? And I'm not breaking God code. I'm not breaking God code, none of that. But as an adult, you know the actions you take. And females just make it work. I just speaking to one of my friends, she hit me up on my messenger and she said she broke up with her guy. But she said, I'm not gonna put her name out there, but she said she don't know why she still feel hurt. But she knows she did the right thing. And I said, yo, just let time go by and you'll get over it.
Right.
The problem is, you don't give so many chances and then, or you dumped them and then you came right back. Like, you softened up so fast, too fast. He ain't even get the lesson. He ain't even feel like, damn, I could have lost her for a long time. Because next week, you was back.
Right. You
gotta let motherfuckers sink and they take that L for a while. Even make it, like, at the end of the day, the L probably not forever. But, like, if his goal is like, yo, ask a dude, like, yo, what's the longest, like, if a girl broke up with you, what's the longest you'll wait before you be like, alright, I know this shit over? And he be like, the longest I waited was like 4 months, then she took me back. Make his ass wait 5.
Right.
Break that record. You feel me? Like, you gotta, people gotta let people, like, shit soak in. They not gonna die.
Right.
They not gonna die, like, and that's how I am with my daughter. I'm like, yo, everybody else wanna just let her, like, after she do something bad, they forget about that shit. And that's teaching her that at some point they gonna be over it and then I can do what I want. No, I'm like, listen, however long it take, when I see really like, yo, oh my God, I gotta straighten up because I know I ain't gonna get this, I ain't gonna get that, that's when I might soften up a little bit. But until then, like, because it's very important that they get this message. And girls that keep giving these guys chances, they didn't get the message. So you like, why you do it again? He did it again because the punishment wasn't long enough.
Right.
Like, and then you around him the whole time. You gave him a break. You broke up with him.
Because
he had access to you.
So do you tell your female friends that went through something that she went through advice like that? Like let him just.
No, I'm big on that. Like I feel like I look at it this way. I feel like a man, you don't know how much a man really wants you until you giving him space. So I feel like when we have that moment and you do something to me, the breakup is just not about me being an asshole. It's also I don't care how sweet shit is when we together. When it's a moment where you reach me to a point where I feel like you were disloyal, not even just cheating. You got me to a point disrespectful. I am walking away, and it's not to make me seem like, oh, I know my self-worth. I'm not secure with no man until he has fought for me and really want me back. If you didn't, I'm gonna look at it like I said, men don't communicate through words. They communicate through actions. I feel like I always tell females this, and what I feel like men do is they just. All men want, not necessarily a relationship, but you're into women. I feel like men just get in relationships and be like, okay, let me see how she reacts. They don't really go through the process of, oh, I want this woman. I think men don't realize they in love till shit go bad.
And that's the thing. That's the reason why I'm still single. Because nothing have moved me to that point. Like, I haven't had that, wow, like, yo, I really got to win her over. I haven't had that because I've been rewarded for just being faithful, the basic stuff, being faithful, treating you right. I do that anyway. If you actually learn me as a friend, you'll know that my character on an everyday basis, I'm a respectful dude.
That right there, females don't take time to be friends to understand.
Because of lust.
They try to grab that. Let me take it
like, I need him. Like, I don't want the next person.
But what is it? I want to know. I have my idea of what it is for me. If I want a guy, it's not about me being the guy's friend. The guy got to be my friend. For me to be romantically into you, you got to be a friend. I don't know what romance look like. Romance to me is a friendship.
Yeah.
But for a man, what would you say? How does a woman be a man's friend?
I think it's
Y'all could give individual. It's not a general because every man is different. But for y'all, give me a female that really can't, like, you fell in love with her from the homie vibes and not even just didn't even.
That's me right now. If you got a vibe and I can really like feel as though like you understand life or
give me something a female did. Give me something a female did that's like you got an idea. Think about it. I want to know if both something a female did that was like, right, yo.
If I could talk to a female about other females. That's a whole nother vibe because at the end of the day, when that shit exposed if a girl just fucking with you because they fuck with you or they fuck with you for a selfish reason. You feel me? I'm gonna stick by you and be this cool person because I know I'm in there next. You feel me? The thing that offset that whole thing, females is not really good at hiding jealousy. So I jump straight to it. If you like, I done ran into females that was like, bestie, and I know they want me, So to test that shit,
brother.
Yo, alright, we besties, right? Look. This chick, I'm about to wife. Like, she bad. Like I'm about to crush all your dreams. Right. If I crush your dreams, then you should have just told me what you really wanted, or you feel me? Like, right? Don't just jump to my bestie because you think that's gonna be the closest thing to me. Best friends ain't always the closest thing to people sometimes. It be a person that only had no title. And you be the closest to them. Like,
I need something more specific from you. Because we all, okay, you can have those friends that be like, oh, they your friend, but now I like them. But then you have them friends like, I would never fuck you, but you a dope ass friend. So give me something that a female could do a female has done for you that made you be like, yo, that was a real friend move. Now I like her though.
Giving me advice.
Giving you advice.
Giving me advice on other, like, that's what I said. That's why I use the girl thing, because if somebody real like it's like if a girl broke up with a like, say if I was dealing with a girl, right, and I came to the girl like, yo, I'm going through this with her and shit. If she could try to help me get back with her, that's some real friend shit. That's you throwing your whole chance out the window if you really like me. Like, I'm gonna help your ass get it. What you gonna do? Be mad that you actually got her? Like, nigga, you the one gave me the advice.
That's real.
If she could help me like put whatever her wants to the side, that'll make a guy want to put his wants, like whatever he got going on, selfishness, he could put it to the side for you. He could actually sacrifice for you. Sacrifice is a big thing of friendship. Sacrifice, like, because a lot of people won't do it. They won't do it. They act like they would. Shit get real. Nah.
Right.
You feel me? So sacrifice. I think if a female willing to sacrifice some shit that she got going on for you,
is that the same thing for you?
Yeah, basically.
If a female sacrifice for you?
Basically.
Y'all asking of too much for female
No,
sacrifice.
we're not asking for it. We saying if that was given,
expecting.
that's dope.
Yeah,
nah, that's what
So
gives
if
off
female
the vibe.
sacrifice you be like, you know what, I like her. No matter how she look, how she do, like what. Give me a moment you had with a girl that was like,
that's the
damn.
thing. See, that's the thing.
She is the homie. Now I'm a wifer though.
Honestly,
Give me a moment.
like,
Y'all with these.
Nah, cause I ain't wife nothing, so I can't really.
Yeah, okay, give me a situation. Have you ever a relationship left from somebody just?
I could just say like,
friend?
I could just say I decided like I want her in my circle though. But
Yeah, you want her in your life.
my
in
thing
some
is,
way.
if you could handle yourself around wolves meaning like just a lot of
Negative,
thirsty niggas.
yeah, right.
If I could leave you and then come back like, oh no, your girl, she was regular, cause she ain't trying to. Cause a lot of females, oh, yo, watch your girl, cause she did. But if I don't.
So that's how you test females. You bring them around your friends and
if
see
she
if
can
they be on
survive,
That's
if she
gonna
can
be my friends is gonna be around
Right.
me like.
If she can survive,
But what if you really like the girl? Then one of your friends like get her.
That's why I said
She wasn't
if
meant.
you-
Right.
Basically, she wasn't meant.
She folded.
If I could leave you to the wolves and
Especially if you got
See, this
some
why
popping
when
ass.
I
That's
go-
why you got some popping ass niggas.
This
like,
why
you
nah,
know,
that's
you gonna fall
That's
victim.
it. Let me tell you. I've been in situations where this is why, like, I'm a cool person. Like, most of my friends are male. I have just as much as male friends as female friends, but I hate being the girl that a dude is talking to because one, I don't feel like I'm able to be myself. Because when I do get around dudes, if I'm around a dude that I'm talking to and he bring me around his friends, I'm a fucking mummy. Like I don't talk. I be like,
nah, you can't. You can't do that.
because people would take not. I would never talk to a homie. I want April.
But that's, but that's why you gotta know your dude. You gotta know your dude.
You gotta know you, like
you,
No, but I don't know how it comes off. Like, okay, if I'm here talking to y'all are the homies. But if I was talking to somebody and I'm talking to his friends like this, some dudes are insecure and be like, oh, you was flirting the whole time you was talking about.
He don't know you who you are. Like if he knew you was just an open person and you don't give a fuck who you walk in the room and speak to, then that's what he know. Like it ain't gonna stop when it gets to your homies.
Yeah,
like that's who I am.
Yeah, that's
he gotta
that's
like,
right.
if he don't know that, if he look like, oh, why she talking to them, then he haven't sat there and learned you on your own time.
So let's talk about April and Fizz real quick before we get out. Y'all see, if y'all don't know, Omarion was together with a girl named April who he had his 2 kids with. For whatever reason, they're not together no more. All we know now is he's with Fizz, and if y'all don't know, Fizz is his bandmate from B2K, which we will assume they were friends.
assume.
But what do y'all think about that?
I'm going through the same thing right now.
Wait,
I
I want to know, is it like the person you used to date is now dating your friend?
No, I dated a god baby mother, but he
was your friend.
No, like that's the thing. Like we went to the gym one time, went paintballing one time. That's it. That's the only time we like actually saw each other. So it ain't like I don't know if he thought it was like day one and like, but over here it wasn't. That's the thing is I don't owe you no loyalty.
He feels some type of way.
Yeah, and he hate her. He hate her like
it's a territorial thing with men.
And that's cool, but but as a man you approach and you say something. You don't act like I don't fuck, and then
facts.
you feel me? It actually worked out like because I was told from her like yo that he said like you ain't never gonna find somebody as good as me. So it's gonna hurt to her. So it's gonna hurt your soul. If a chick find me, because it's like you feel me like. But I feel like to be in your feelings and want the fed and everything after a whole year went past, you still feel type of way. I'm hearing from other females like. Oh, you feel some type of way about you, I'm looking like, what? Like, so I'm walking around like it was all, like, nothing was, at the end of the day, I'm like, I don't owe you no loyalty. I ain't saying you the worst motherfucker, I didn't speak, like, you feel me? I ain't say what up or whatever, but I'm not gonna say just because I said what up to you, or if I say, like, nah, I don't owe you no loyalty at the end of the day. Because I'm different, like, does anybody talk to my mother? I don't care. I'm way past that and I'm way over it. So
that's the key word, pass it. But some niggas don't be.
But they act like that's what I'm saying. Like you can't blame me if you act like you pass it and you're not.
But you could
be real.
You could be past it, but then it's like I don't want it in my it's a different type of shame when it's like damn you dealing with your baby mom.
Now you said in my. It wasn't in mine. That's what I'm saying. Like,
But not in my
on
vision,
one side, on
not
one side.
my circle, but my. I will. You might ask to do whatever you want. Just don't do it in my.
I'm 50-50 about this.
How far that perimeter go? I understand the other side, but how far that perimeter go? Like
all the way to East Africa, if I can let it. The fuck?
I mean, you still feel like you still feel
honestly,
way.
I'm 50-50 about the situation. Like, if I was in, I'm gonna put myself in both their shoes though. If I was in Omarion shoes, I would be mad as hell though.
Right, look what they been through.
Why though?
Look what they been through. That's
what you.
But he left her. Let's get the facts straight. He left her. Didn't want to be with her.
But they have attachment. They still have attachment. Kids.
And it's shit that me and Brody went through that nobody else could ever go through as a group, and we know them niggas been rocking.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that movie.
Like so you never liked someone like let's say
in Omarion, the two like top niggas like Raspy, Book, ass, but out of them. Right. Them two niggas like, come on, that nigga.
Let me ask that.
But me being a little fizz now is like you holding some type of like you like I feel as though you holding some resentment towards Brody, like honestly, because it's just ass. Like,
but let me ask you: did any of your friends, like, let's say they bring around a girl, but you know he don't really want to take her serious. He just smashing her. He don't really like her like that. He probably got other bitches, and then this becomes a girl that you end up vibing with for whatever reason. It's a small town.
That goes back to guys holding emotions. Like I'm not gonna tell my Brody out because I'm going through. And he gonna hide it though, and then here she come blasting.
Wait, you mean like a female should hide it? I'm saying, look, if you end up falling for a girl that your dude used to mess with, maybe it wasn't that serious.
Okay.
Or it was like, oh, okay, he just used to smash her. I know he wasn't serious about her. But damn, I really like this girl.
So you see something in her that he wasn't seeing. He wasn't valuing.
Do you just don't cross that line, or is that a conversation? Is that a conversation that?
But what person is it? Like who chick?
Let's say y'all all went to school together. Like we a small town, right? Okay. North, East Orange or whatever. So you could know of the girl, but you know your homie used to smash her. He probably didn't really like her like that. She was a side chick. Right. But so, you also know of the girl, and you ended up maybe catching feelings for her elsewhere, or maybe down the line, y'all met somewhere, and it's just like, oh damn, I kind of want to talk to her.
That's a decision. That's up to you. Do you want to take on that fight, or do you just like say fuck out of here? Like nah. But if she's being the antagonist and oh, hey, Fish, hey, what's up? Right. Come on. So you don't know. And you know, I know this man, bro, but you still didn't be cuddling.
But for a man, is that a part of bro code? Like, if your man touched her, you can't. It don't matter if he was just playing her, what his intentions were. You can't touch her. You know
why I don't really like rock with that. Yeah, niggas get around.
Right, like you greedy. You take everybody. Right.
If you within his group, my group alone, a lot of the world will be off limits. Like you won't be able to. You'll have to go to another country, like or like Oregon or something, like to find the chick. Like real talk. Like, and I know people say like, yo, why this person like is mad fish in the sea?
Yeah. But that's what I'm thinking. Is a lot of fish in the sea. It's like you know what's gonna come with that. You know,
but that's if your person is really
Like, I think niggas still going for some way though. I don't care.
Yeah, so you basically know. So you ain't gonna take a chance.
Like, that's why I always tell he will never say it. He could be, oh, what's good, my G? Somebody else. Fuck that.
Yeah, be talking. But here's my thing with females. Like, I feel like females take the smallest signs, like a man being, oh, he like me and he wanna. I feel like a lot of men are just territorial. Like it don't. I might not know what I want to do with you, or I don't know if I really want to take you serious. But you, my piece.
Me personally, I wouldn't go for nobody baby mother though. That's just me. I just because it's still gonna be attachments. He's still gonna exactly. That's me personally. That's just me.
The reason I still like, first of all, I knew her before him.
Look, you like, she gonna have my baby. I don't fuck with her no more. I wanna have a baby with her too.
Shit like that I wanna go through.
Like I don't know. That shit is done. That shit been done like a year. You feel me? So, but I knew her before she even had kids and knew her. Period. Like we knew each other. But even like after that, we didn't rock. Like that's what I'm saying. Like mine is different because we don't rock like that. You feel me? We don't rock like that. So like us vibing again was just like the same thing when we was vibing before you. You know, so like if I
and you consider him an associate.
Like yo, what up? Like you know what I mean? Like social media type shit. Like okay. You say, would you like? Let me ask you this.
would you, if you knew a dude only through social media, do you feel like you owe any type of loyalty?
No.
It's not about loyalty. I'm like dealing with nobody that people already like dealt with.
You gonna duck with?
I want to know.
And if you really do your research, everybody dealt with everybody.
I just don't want to know.
You ain't gonna find nobody.
I don't like the messiness. I don't want people to be my name to be in certain conversations.
Everybody make a story.
And I guess that's a sign of maturity.
Yeah, no, it is. It is. That is a sign of maturity.
Like how you currently got something, but you still feel some type of way, like who this person deal with. Like that's disrespectful. That's disrespectful to your current person.
Yeah, that's true.
And what you don't know will have you so like
right.
I said no tears. Okay.
That's just.
So like my situation, I will understand he don't fuck with me no more. That's cool. You feel me? I don't got.
You gotta know. Yeah, you know what it comes.
But it's another story when you say like when there's threats and shit.
Be pillowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I see you, shit like that. That's different. You feel me?
I feel like that's
you want to take action on that. That's
egos,
right? And when you do that,
we gotta do a whole episode on this clearly. But I want y'all to leave off on some positive vibes for people. So I want y'all to I'm gonna each of y'all go one by one. I want you to give something to the men, or what you need to get to that level of maturity. Mm-hmm. Like, what is one lesson you learned? Like, yo, I need to be more this, or I need to have this, or I need to look at things this, in order to tackle that level of maturity with myself. And for females, what's one thing they can do to contribute to a man reaching his level of maturity?
I'll just say teamwork, man. That's it.
That's
teamwork.
The female one?
That's for the female. Teamwork. And as far as a male,
what's one thing you had to learn? What lesson you had to pick up, let go?
See, men gonna do what they want. So
but no, from your standpoint, what's one? So the best way to learn from someone else is
just being honest. Just being honest. That's it. Being honest and knowing. I'm not saying lying is bad. You gotta know when to lie. Or know when. Lie. Huh?
No white lies, no lies.
I go by something different though, cause like being Muslim, like it's two things you can lie about, and it's not sins. Like,
that's what
I'm not if you're gonna die from me telling the truth, I'll lie. Mm-hmm. And if I'm gonna break up a family because by telling the truth, I'll lie. I'm not about to break up a whole family because I want to tell the truth and be nah. Or
so what would be yours for females then?
For females?
Oh, for men. Let's start with that. For men, what's one thing you had to learn, pick up, leave? What habits you had to stop to really tackle?
Like you gotta
get into maturity.
You gotta take time out to know yourself. If you constantly, going down your little bumps and trials and tribulations, but you grabbing onto females while you're doing it, you gonna keep damaging females on your way because shit gonna be a bumpy road, and they don't deserve to go down that bumpy road with you. Like some already past that shit, but you bringing them along yours now. It's like this again. Right. You feel me? So you can't be selfish. Like don't be selfish and actually get to know yourself.
And females, what's one thing they could do to contribute to a man's maturity?
Make them work for it. Make them work for it. If you're not, like I said earlier, if you're not hard to get, don't try to fake and give them all these obstacles to jump through a fire and shit. Like that's not you. But if you do have standards for yourself, make him work for it. Like he's not going to die if you don't if you make him go through a little something to get you. Trust me, you'll be better off. Because at the end of the day, you just give yourself up. You can't be mad at how long he used you for.
Let me break this in my notes real quick. I want to thank y'all so much for tuning in. I want to thank y'all so much for coming. I learned a lot of shit from y'all today. Guys, make sure you subscribe. Give y'all Instagram names, Facebook, wherever you want people to follow you at. You want to go first?
Yeah. Y'all can find me on Instagram under Wreck the Artist, WRECK_DA_artist.
You can find me at Tats by D-Boi, TATTZ by D-Boi, or D-Boi_loaded. Feel me?
Thank you. We're done.
This is the voice of reason. I'm Baby Oprah, voice of reason.